Let's go.
Said it's your boy, P Original, Mr. Influential. Hot topic conversation, stimulate your mental. Two cool brothers, same father, same mother. If you're looking for a show like this, you'll never find another. Why? Cause it's the Porch Podcast to come on. Yeah, said it's the Porch Podcast. Yup, said it's the Porch Podcast to come on. Yeah, said it's the Porch Podcast.
Let's go.
Welcome to the Porch Podcast. Welcome to the Porch Podcast. It's your boy, DJ E, Mr. Influential, and I'm rocking with my brother, man.
P Original, baby.
That's
Welcome
it.
back, y'all.
That's it.
I know as we say each and every week, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you.
Yes, sir.
You know what I mean? New week, new episode.
New week, new episode, new clothes, new life. I ain't got no new clothes on. I'm just talking.
I'm so glad you didn't go where I thought you was going.
I was.
And that's
caught
the
myself.
craziest thing, because I knew you were.
But I'd be lying then.
You would be.
Yeah,
but it's almost
just
scary
rhymes.
how easy it was about to flow, though.
New clothes,
Right.
money, cash,
Right. Yeah.
pink toes. You know,
Right there.
that's it.
Like Ted. That's where we'll draw the limit.
yeah.
It's a little further, man. You know what I mean? You know how we do each and every week, man. First and foremost, before we get reacquainted with y'all, we like to see how each other's been, man. So, E, how's it been, man? It's been a little bit. Not long, but
Chilling
we had
and
a week off.
working, man. Working and chilling. That's all it is. Couple gigs like usual. You know, sat back. Watched a couple like over. I've been binge watching some shows that been out for years that I've always wanted to try to lock in on, and we can get into them later. But certain ones. But that's what I was doing. How about you, man? How you been?
Got away, man. Little family vacation. Had some time, man. Did a little land and sea type of situation.
Mm.
You know what I mean? Yeah. Went out there to go check out L.A. It had been some years since I've been out there.
Burn
Word.
Burn.
Seen that Hollywood side so many times that when we was out there.
Yeah.
It's crazy. Pretty much we stayed in Anaheim.
Yeah, I
But,
did that when I went out there myself.
The family wanted to stay close to Disneyland, which literally we could have walked
Yeah.
where our hotel was. That was
Nice.
a big deal for them. It was cool. Dope. Weather was dope. Like I said, I talked to you, and you already knew anyway from being out there yourself. It was actually hotter here.
Yeah.
Weather was dope.
Always dope out there.
Jumped in the pool out there, you know what I mean? Good money, you know what I'm saying?
I still got to get to San Diego. I heard that's beautiful
Yeah.
all year round.
Yeah. I heard San Diego's pretty nice as well. I mean, it was cool. We got out there a few days, obviously. You know what I mean? We did Universal. That was dope. You know what I mean? Went over there to go see Madame Tussauds. You know what I mean? We did that joint. That was dope. I sent you the picture of me and my boy, man.
Yeah.
Denzel from Training Day. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? And he was cool. He ain't had no problems in that.
It's crazy. When I just went to Vegas last month, and I stayed at the Venetian, right? If you come right out, it's connected. There's another Madame Tussauds right there. Yeah, connected to the Venetian.
I think it's one in New York, too.
Oh, probably is. Yeah.
Yeah.
I'm just saying that. I'm just thinking when you said it, it just made me
Yeah.
think about it.
Yeah. I mean, I think it's dope, Did that, popped out, and, took a couple flicks over by the stars. That was pretty dope. Did a reenactment with my mom, picture that she took 5 years ago. We took it again just to see, you know what I mean? The change in the age and stuff like that. So that was tough. Other than that, man, like I said, we did the parks. Did another one on Monday. We did Disneyland. Put Disneyland inside of Disney World. Like it's nothing. It's a tiny little spot, but it's dope. Yeah. It's kind of like, the history of it, being that was the first joint and everything that Walt actually, put together and everything. And, big deal for them was that daggone In-N-Out. They love that In-N-Out.
In-N-Out burger.
Yeah. I ain't eating nothing from it.
Well, you don't eat beef.
I don't eat beef, so you know what I mean. I took them. It was cool. But it was just dope to see that. And then
You ain't get no fries?
I did get some fries.
I was about to say, you get fries
I tried the
everywhere
fries.
you go.
I tried. Well, and then I just wanted to be able to say I tried the fries.
Yeah.
I mean, just plain, wasn't no crazy animal fries and all of that.
I think when we went to In-N-Out Burger. I think so.
It was all right. You know what I mean? A lot of hype behind it, but it was cool. We out there. We just wanted to see what it was about. Well, I just wanted to see what it was about for them. And then we jumped on a cruise ship, man. Went out there to checked out Ovation of the Seas by Royal Caribbean.
Mm-hmm.
You know, they'll see that. Y'all will see that dropping, you know, as soon as I'm done editing that situation.
Rainy on the Rise page.
Absolutely. So make sure if you haven't done so already, you know what I mean, subscribe to that channel. We're trying to get that thing going. You know, I got some big plans and stuff for that channel as well.
Mm-hmm.
So that was dope. And then, you know, got back home. Was Friday night going into Saturday morning.
Mm-hmm.
And, you know, that was that. And then, you know, obviously, we got together Saturday. So shout out, you know what I mean, to Slackwood Church. You know, that was dope. They had a carnival. Beautiful turnout, you know what I mean. Had the community. They came out, showed some love.
It's my third year playing music for them and hosting it for them. Like
that's what it is.
Raffles, yeah.
So I enjoyed myself being able to go out there. You know what I mean. Got some footage and stuff like that as well. Just got a chance to, you know, just taking that experience with that, and it was dope. And now here we are.
Mm-hmm.
So that's been what it's been with me, man. Like I said, enjoyed myself, the family, got back home and got in the moving, grooving. New week, new episode, we back.
That's it. That's what's up, man.
Yep.
Yeah. So as we're getting closer to football,
yep.
You know,
yep.
How excited are you getting?
You know what? I'm excited, but I think not just the season of football. I mean, you were just talking about this in the last episode, but like the season period going to start to change.
Oh, yeah.
You know what I mean? Get away from the heat.
Today wasn't bad at all, man.
Not bad at all. So like days like today, you know what I mean?
Look what I got on.
Yeah. You know what I mean?
like this, man.
That's what I'm saying. You know, I like that. Of course, I'm always ready for the NFL.
Right.
Football is what it is. But, I mean, like, at this point in my life, man, it just be like, I'm talking about the actual seasons.
Yeah.
Like, I you know, I ain't nothing I can do about it.
Listen, this summer, out here, man, on the East Coast in this area here, this summer was miserable.
Right.
It was hot,
right.
man.
Right.
And we ain't done.
Yeah, especially with brothers like you who work outside.
Oh, my God.
You know?
But it was just real muggy, man. Like, as Mom would say, like, it was humid, bro.
Yeah.
It was humid.
Yep.
You know, it was exhausting.
Absolutely.
You know, so.
Absolutely. So what's on your mind, man? You know, we do. Me and you said we had a few things we wanted to talk about this evening. You know what I mean? Anything in particular?
Well, I wanted to know. I never found out the outcome, and this is a different direction for me. But I know that this morning in D.C., Trump was supposed to be sitting with I can't remember his name, the Ukraine president.
Okay.
And Putin.
Uh-huh.
And they talking about trying to come to, form a peace, like a peace treaty almost.
Mm-hmm.
And Trump's in the middle of that, I didn't vote for Donald Trump, but if he could pull that off and make that happen for them, I think that's a big deal. I don't know the outcome, but that was on, something that I heard this morning on the radio. And just, it made me sit back in life sometimes and worry about, like, I'm not worried about, but think about even the craziest, quote unquote, beefs can come to an end. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
And it makes
as long as both parties are willing to.
Oh yeah, that's
willing.
the thing.
You know what I mean?
And it sounds like that they both are. But we'll know the outcome completely from reports and stuff that it is. And other than that, it makes you also realize that to focus on how short life is for you to focus on the good times and
absolutely
have a great situation like what you said. What we did this weekend at the Slackwood. It was just a good moment, good thing for the community around there. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
So it's just reflecting what's on my mind. It's just goodness, being around honestly, a lot of community type things that happen. Question. Also want to give a shout out since we talk about community to my man Mark Gibson. Trenton had their house music fest. Let's clap it up for them.
Absolutely.
Listen, man, the videos, I didn't make it out. It was just too hot for me. I spent a lot of time outside during the day on a regular 9 to 5. I guess I got one of them because I hustle, man. I move around. I keep it moving. I ain't going to stop no checks. But even when the rain started pouring down, them people was out there dancing in the rain. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Everybody's not a fan of house music. I don't have an issue with it because I love music, period.
Right.
As a DJ. But as good as that turnout was, and them dancing in the rain with all the videos that I've seen and people just enjoying it. I always think it's just a good moment, man. So shout out to him, bro. You know what I mean? Salute, keep doing what you're doing. You
Absolutely.
know what I mean? And keep rocking, bro. But you know, just what's been on my mind is greatness, man. Just good things, man. Like watching the good things, because I know that focusing on the good things leads to a path of greatness for yourself.
Oh yeah, no question.
You know what I mean?
No question.
Where you keep your mind and your energy, it'll flow that way. Everything flows that way, you know.
Some of the stuff though, we laugh at, right?
Right.
It is humorous, right?
Yeah,
Some of the stuff, like we was having a conversation, obviously, about the situation. I ain't gonna call it a beef because I don't think them brothers was beefing.
Right.
But between Cam and Omar Gooding Jr.
Oh yeah.
Omar Gooding Jr.
Yeah. That's what he was calling.
That's what he was calling.
But he's Omar Gooden. I don't want to beef, man. I don't want to battle Omar Gooden. I don't even want to call him Junior.
Boy, it's funny as a junior myself, right?
Yeah.
So as I'm listening to the
They used to call you Cuba Gooden Jr. back in the day a little bit. Yeah.
Wipe the trade eye and all of that.
Yeah.
But it was funny, right? This was clearly before the Diddy stuff.
Yeah.
Any of that craziness. But anyway.
Yeah.
And that came more from Trey and Boys in the Hood.
Yeah.
that Cuba Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
But anyway,
Yeah.
the point that I want to make, right, is I missed it the first couple times when I was looking. It was like Omar Gooding Jr.
Yeah.
And I'm sitting there saying to myself, I really looked at it, it was like, why you put this Junior on? He's
He playing.
Now, I ain't going to lie. I was a little bit in the dark about it. You mentioned it to me. So, I went and I looked. I was on a little cruise, so I ain't see some of the stuff.
Yeah.
Anyway, bruh, stuff that jumped out to me because you had already kind of told me what happened, what Killer had did.
Yeah.
With the whole movie thing.
Yeah.
I ain't going to lie.
Shit's hilarious.
That was funny, man. I ain't did that.
Petty as shit.
Right?
It's hilarious.
He had he doing push-ups and all. I ain't playing you, bro. Clearly, at this point, it's out.
just repeating.
But for those who didn't know, go ahead and look at it yourself. I'm only saying this because, like E said, it's cool to see good things going on and greatness and all of that. I think both them brothers are great in their own regard.
Yeah.
Right? I think Killer's obviously a great rapper. I think he's a great, podcaster.
Yeah.
He does his thing. Omar Gooden Jr., I mean, we going to act like we ain't seen him in movies.
Omar Gooden, man. His last name, you go, P. I'm clapping
It was just I just heard it so many times recently, man.
Yeah.
Omar Gooden. I'm just saying it.
Junior. That's what he's add on to it.
He's really, a talented actor.
Yeah.
But at the end of the day, right, we got to keep it a stack. Like, you fly somebody out, right? and they get into this movie thing. And they keep showing these behind the scenes parts where Killer keep talking about he putting his shirt on.
Yeah.
Talking about trying to slim his body and everything.
Yeah.
And then having him do everything he do. Like,
it's the way he said
I don't
it.
usually subscribe to the foolishness.
Nah,
I'm not gonna lie.
That's different, man.
And maybe because they both laughing,
Yeah.
I feel like it's cool to laugh too.
Nah, it's just
what I'm
different. He put his shirt on. Look, you fat motherfucker.
And then the fact he was like, he signed everything. I can do what I want to do with it.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
And then Omar Gooding said, it's all right, man. You know what I mean? Flew me out. I had a dope room, 2,500 or whatever I did with it. Yeah, it's all good. It ain't about nothing, man. You know what I mean? Yeah. Now, my thing with all of that is that I'm actually entertained by that. Right? Like, generally speaking, bro, I'm like hit or miss with it, right? I don't really subscribe to it. Not because I'm upset with the people, but because they don't hold my attention.
Yeah, right.
You know what I'm saying? This one here, because both of them older, you got to figure Killer got to be 49.
They both about to turn 50.
They both about to turn 50 years old.
Yeah.
So it's a little bit different for me with them because
they both close to 50. Yeah.
It's funny because, like, you feel like you could be their homie. Like if you were sitting there and be like, yo, man, y'all is wow. Yeah. But I think that, like you said, man, two different concepts of beef. Obviously, you're talking about Trump situation, trying to navigate that peace treaty thing. And then you got what you got on the other side of this situation.
Mm-hmm.
Life is about competition, but it's also about a situation of recognizing, what really matters to you, right? because both of them could have easily ignored the situation.
Mm-hmm.
But they decide to entertain it, right? And we decide to be entertained by them.
Mm-hmm.
At some point or another in life, you got to ask yourself the question, do you want to be entertained, right? Do you want to be educated or entertained?
Right.
And I think that that's what we're starting to see right now. We're starting to see that even these back and forths, like I said, I'm not going to call them beefs because if you want to use the term beef, I just don't think beef is the same as it is now as it was then.
Yeah.
Like when you said beef before, it was like on site, whatever I see you, it's going to be whatever it's going to be. You can say beef now and it's like, you know.
Big Head, what's
It's
beef?
internet beef. They'll literally put other words in front of
What's
it.
beef?
Is it rap beef? Is it, you know, are we competing against one another musically like with Drake and, you know, and K-Dot and all of that kind of stuff? We live in a world now where life going to be entertaining with those things.
Right.
The one thing that I would say to anybody, though, is while being entertained, understand it's entertainment.
Right.
Don't allow yourself to subscribe to these things thinking that you can run out here and just create conflict or disagreements with other people and get this notoriety and all this attention and think that this thing's going to take off and blow up for you. That's not going to be the case.
Exactly.
So, you know what I mean, shout out to both them brothers, man. Once again, I think that they're extraordinary in their fields. I think they're both exceptional regardless of whether or not this thing ever developed or not. You know, I think they cemented themselves in that position. From what I do remember, from what I understand of it, I think part of it came more from when Killer was saying, I guess he was more a B-list actor type.
Right.
And that within itself could be an issue for some people. But you got to remember, when in the entertainment space, if you're on any list, you've made it.
Right.
I don't care if you're on the A list, the B list. You know, it's like somebody in the NFL. You could be the last person on the team, but you made it on the NFL roster.
Yeah.
You're on the team. So we got to respect and understand.
He on the team.
He on the team. He on the team.
Yes, yes.
Just the kicker. That's all it is. You know what I mean? You know, so once again, shout out to
I
them.
think what he missed too, like he said, was maybe that's what the whole thing was. The fact of that. I mean, he ran with the junior thing because when you really listen to it, what Cam was saying.
What you said, he made a mistake and said that.
Yeah, but what Cam was saying
that.
in the actual interview, because that was the actual interview on Talk with Flea that had he was interviewing 50.
Okay.
And what he was saying to 50, he was explaining to 50 that, you know, you are one of these people who are in Hollywood with films and you're doing things and you got success with power and the pro power universe and all that, so many words. And this is not his words verbatim, but he was saying it's a lot of like B-list actors.
Every week, him and the mic stand.
Right.
Shoot the fade.
Every time. You know.
Every week.
But he said a lot of B-list actors. He said
y'all been beefing.
Nah, they ain't beefing. So I knock him smooth the fuck out if I had to.
That's what I'm saying.
Then
He take a dive. Then you'll do what?
I'll hold the mic.
Right.
Yeah.
So he won, man.
Yeah. No, he didn't. He broke. You know what I mean? So he was saying people like him, people like him and Tyler Perry, you know what I mean, will be the ones that give these people work. You know what I mean?
No question.
You know,
no question.
When you look up and you see these type of situations, you know what I mean? Like you be like, damn, okay, gave them a job. You know what I mean? Where they been at? Yeah, I ain't seen them since such and such or this and that. You know what I mean? So in so many words, he was like, it's people like when he said Omar Gooding Jr. that I feel don't get enough roles. In so many words, he was bigging him up. He just made, and then
I think the junior thing made him feel like he was sunning him a little bit.
Yeah.
And it really ain't that.
But he just,
I think because not to be funny,
yeah.
But Cuba's the more popular name.
Yeah.
And when you say his name, you just follow
well,
Junior.
Cuba was the bigger actor.
Right. So when you say the name, it just kind of roll off Junior, not intentionally. You know what I mean? But it's just like you say that most of the time when you saying it, you talking about Cuba. You ain't talking about Omar.
Like I'm gonna say like this, like, you know, Cuba had more leading roles. You know what I mean?
I think Omar would have a tough time arguing that his brother didn't have more prominent, more memorable roles.
Right.
Like Omar Gooding Jr., I'm not trying to play you. Omar Gooding, to me, most popular role was his Baby Boy.
It probably was one of his most popular.
One of, right?
Yeah.
But when you say
he had a leading role though when they did Barbershop the series, but doing the series ain't
right.
easy.
And I
It
give
ain't
him
easy.
that. Word is
You
mine.
know
And
what
I
mean?
give him that. And he did a phenomenal
his
job.
He do his job in everything he's
Right.
in.
But he's more,
He-
and it's not to disrespect it, but he's more in support in most cases.
Right.
Where, Cuba was Trey.
Yeah.
He was radio. He was, when he in,
He was Jerry
Jerry Maguire.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. But we're thinking the
He
same
was
thing.
OJ in that OJ whole thing.
Come on.
Right.
So,
but
like-
it's just like Lorenz and Lamont Tate.
That's a great example.
Yeah.
Sometimes we got to remember
Because-
that we're not being downgraded,
Right.
but we got to admit, we are related to people that are doing it a little bit larger.
But the thing that Cam was breaking down, if you really look at it, even when you look at Cuba,
Mm-hmm.
and you look at Lorenz, they weren't necessarily A-list actors themselves. So,
Great point.
which leads you to
Great
a question:
point.
Is it a B plus and a B minus?
So let's do this.
That's what I want.
It is.
It is.
It is. And we can sit up here and act like it's not.
Right.
But if it's okay, you can ask anybody in Hollywood, unless there's a body type,
Yeah.
they turn around and say, "Well, we got to get in touch with one of the goodies." I ain't trying to be funny.
They go call Cuba.
Okay,
Yeah.
so clearly
We gotta get in touch
yes,
with one of the Tates.
There's
Lorenz.
an Alpha and there's a Bravo.
Yeah.
There is one.
Hey.
They're not, it's a difference, and it's not about the little brother, big brother. It's like
Yeah.
bigger actor, smaller actor.
So when
not
you,
to be funny.
So
but
when
like,
you really look at A-list actors,
okay,
right?
yes,
On that list is going to be Denzel, Will Smith. You know what I mean?
give me three.
Denzel, Will Smith,
And
and
give me one more. Boom.
The Rock,
Okay, Dwayne Johnson.
Dwayne Johnson.
So
yeah.
you going, and that's cool.
yeah, because
that's cool.
He's that one, yeah,
And I agree with that.
But if we-
I think Denzel and Will on everybody's list.
yeah.
I'm
And,
just saying.
I mean,
A
but
actors.
it goes longer.
Of
Yeah,
course.
yeah, yeah.
But what I'm saying is there's nobody, and it's gonna come off.
Right.
It's gonna come off wrong.
Right?
I'm just gonna say disclaimer. He's not on anybody's A list.
No,
Neither.
neither one of them.
So we cool with that.
Right?
So I think it's only offensive to people who want to be recognized in a different light than they're already being recognized. And the only thing I can say about that is remember, once again, you made the team.
And honestly, the official. I mean, I'm not taking nothing from Dwayne Johnson.
Absolutely.
But the
Because
official.
he might be the piece that you can move around.
No. He, definitely. But when you looked at Hollywood over the years,
Yeah.
he would fall in. But
Yes.
but
Yes.
let's go and nothing to take it because he's not
Okay.
necessarily black. He's not
Because I just
necessarily-
think that his way into it is
Yeah.
different because he was what he was first.
right. He's not necessarily black. He's not
Where you
necessarily,
talking about a Will and you talking about a,
So I'll give you the third if you want to say Will, Denzel, Jamie Foxx.
and I'm fine with that.
That's the A-list
Right?
actor.
Because I definitely would pick Jamie Foxx over over the Rock.
Yeah, but I'm just saying,
Yeah.
over the years, because what had happened to it got to a certain point where the Rock was for the next generation.
Yeah.
That's
Every
what I'm
one of them people that you named, Will Smith, Denzel Washington, and Jamie Foxx. Jamie was Ray. Will was actually
They
Muhammad
all got
Ali.
Oscars, bro.
Exactly. But Jamie was Ray.
Yeah,
Will was Muhammad Ali, and Denzel played Malcolm X.
Yeah.
Now, I'm not trying to be funny, but when you reach that level of
yeah. I see
character,
what you're saying.
yes, you're setting yourself apart.
Now, the other person that was there, may he rest in peace, was Chadwick.
Absolutely.
Yeah, Chadwick
but I
Boseman.
think that he was carving out a whole different path.
Yeah, he was about to be.
You understand what I'm saying?
Not taking nothing away from a lot of great actors.
Right.
You know, I sat back the other day. It's funny because that we're talking about this. When Jamie Foxx won for Ray,
Yeah.
you know, one of the most unsung actors we talk about it. You know, shout out to Goose. We talk about it all the time. Is Don Cheadle. Don Cheadle was also nominated for Hotel Rwanda
up
in
there.
that same
Put him up
category,
there. Put him up there.
right? But Ray
Put him up
just the Ray thing was just
You can put him up there.
was up there bigger.
Put him up there.
And what happens also too, when you looked at actors, what makes you go on the list is if you're going to sell, because then you also have what you have still a comedian, almost like a comedian A-list actors.
You do. But I think
Yeah.
there's a difference between actors and characters.
Right.
So actors, to me, have the ability to metamorph into whoever they need to be.
Right.
I think certain characters, like you look at certain roles, and
They gonna
not
sell
to
the
be
movie.
funny, but if you look at a role for The Rock, doesn't it look like that was The Rock's role?
Yeah.
It looks like that was his role.
Every role that he played.
So that's what I'm saying. Like when you looked at Hulk Hogan back in the day, may he rest in peace.
Right.
Didn't that look like that was supposed to be Hulk Hogan's role?
Right.
Rocky, after a
Right.
while,
But
out,
the
you know,
Rock
Sylvester Stallone.
but the Rock was a much better actor than
No question. But what I'm saying is
No,
there's a
you're
difference
right.
between actors and
They was
characters.
they was called what they call typecast.
They were typecast. That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. So when we look at these things, it's funny 'cause to circle back to our situation we was talking about, not so much beef, but just the things that's funny. Like even down to the thing that was going on between Cam Newton and Gilly. I think it got a little different with that one.
Right.
I think that one got a little bit different because I think that with both words got misconstrued.
Yeah.
And I think that it became defensive really quickly.
It did.
And I think at the end of the day, both of those brothers, once again, very much successful in their rights to what they do.
Right.
And I think they're both phenomenal. As a matter of fact, I think that both of them, minus both of them in their respective spaces, you would see a void.
Right.
I think that if you didn't see Gil in the podcasting world, it would be different.
Yeah.
I think if you didn't see Cam in the sports element of what he does, it would be
different.
different.
Yeah.
I think they both bring a uniqueness to it. And I just want that to always be seen because we're going to always look at the me for being entertained.
Yeah.
But look at the greatness too.
Mm-hmm. Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Listen, we all on the move, y'all. I got something for y'all today that's going to make you go wow when you see it. I got something that, because you got to travel anyway, you're on the move, whether it's business or leisure or whatever it may be, right here. Right here. Super dope bag from a super dope company called Ugly Duckling. Makes men and women apparel, top-notch stuff, quality stuff. Let me stop talking about it and let y'all see the bag. That's really what you want to see anyway, right? First off, can we talk about how I come in a nice little netted bag here? You know what I mean? I think that's pretty good. Logo on the front right here, Ugly Duckling. Can we look at the quality of the stitching? Look at the stitching, y'all. Beautiful, beautiful, beautiful. Now you check this out. You see how you got the swan? Yeah, that's nice, right? We're going to take our time. We're going to turn around and hit it with this right here. Bam! See that on the back? They ain't sparing no expense. Bam! Look at this in the back. Huh? I didn't put that on there. That's part of it, bro. That's part of it. That's part of what it comes with. Look at the style. They want to make you... Ugly Duckling. Oh, Ugly Duckling. Yeah, that's who made this right here. Yeah, uglyduckling.com. Oh, yeah, got this and a whole bunch of other stuff. Come on, y'all. Come on, y'all. Y'all know I ain't going to keep no secrets from y'all when I find a company that do it right. Huh? It's only right that I share this with y'all. So you make sure, if you in the market right now for some top quality apparel, i.e. look at my young vet Salute, Jersey Cat apparel, and now, Ugly Duckling. Make sure y'all go check them out, man. Check that website out. I'm telling y'all, man. You're going to love it. All right? That's all I got to say about that. But make sure y'all go to today for this bag and all the other super dope stuff they got. Y'all be good. I got a trip I'm on. I'll see y'all later. Get y'all bag. I got mine. Peace, man. Woo.
I don't have a problem because like you were saying about the greatness of things. Right. I don't have no problem with being entertained by the beef. Look at their greatness. Don't lose that.
Right.
You know what I mean? So all these people, even the A-list actors that we're talking about, even the ones that would be considered B plus, like we was talking about, B minus, whatever.
So who you put B plus and B minus?
So
that's where I want to go with
So I will definitely still say Cuba. It's a shame.
B plus.
But I'll give him B plus. This could be funny. I'll give a Morris Chestnut. I'll put him in that B plus.
Yeah.
I might even put Tay Diggs in there. You know what I mean? To some degree.
Yeah.
But I would say
89 though, 88, 89. Him and Morris Chestnut.
If he study, he's cool.
Yeah.
If he miss,
not on their ability.
Right.
I'm just saying like where they rank at in Hollywood. But acting ain't easy, y'all. It's one of the most.
Well, I mean, you got a lot of people that we know that act all the time, though.
Yeah, but and they should be in Hollywood. They just didn't get their break, P. That's all that is. You know what I mean? But at the end of the day, you really sit back and think about it. You know,
I got a question to ask when we're done with this.
Their body of
burning,
work
man,
makes them certain ways. But a person like you said, bro, when you said Denzel, Will, and Jamie,
absolutely,
and you said Denzel was Malcolm, Will was Muhammad, and Jamie was Ray.
Come on now,
that's why I said Chadwick was James Brown, and he was
So I'll disrespect
baseball player.
He's not a B plus. He's an A.
You didn't say Chadwick. Chadwick was
I
A.
didn't. But what I'm saying, I'm just saying, ranking him, he's an A.
He's an A.
But you made a really good point.
He played Jackie Robinson too.
Exactly.
Yeah.
So when you talk about influential people like those people, right?
Yeah.
there's also the element of win,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
Because Denzel's time and Chadwick's time is not the same time.
It's not the same time.
So we have to do that too.
even
so like
even
there
the
was
Rock,
a time
the
when
Rock's time is not
it's
the
not
same,
the same time
as theirs. Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because like you said, there's a whole different. You got to be real, right? Because like Cicely Tyson, if you say certain actresses right now, you say that's a different time.
But you know what makes them? You know what considers them actors are as A-list actors. It's not their ability.
Mm.
It's what the box office does with their movies. And these guys,
true.
all these guys'
That's
movies.
true.
So that's how they
That's
rank
true.
the list.
That's
Technically, that's what they do in Hollywood.
Yeah, it's not based on talent. It's based on what it does.
It's what it does.
in the box
That's why I
office. I
say.
understand.
That's why what you saying about a character. Your point was very, very.
Yeah.
Because a comedian A-list actors
Yeah.
would be a Kevin Hart, a Eddie Murphy.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? A Chris
we,
Rock.
We didn't even touch that.
Yeah, I'm just saying.
Right.
Adam Sandler.
Right.
You understand
Right.
what I'm saying? Like
Right.
these because they movies do so well.
Right.
And for example, Happy Gilmore 2 was the most streamed movie ever, I think, on Netflix history
Yeah.
or some shit like that.
Yeah.
I could be a little bit lying, but it was a big stream. You gotta check it out. Acting. You know what I mean? You know, but what's the questions you had to ask me, man? You said you had to,
Off subject, y'all.
Yeah, yeah.
Pulling an E moment right now, but this is just what I thought about it earlier today. Question for you.
Cool.
Very simple one.
Yeah.
When you out and about, having you a libation, you know what I'm saying?
libation.
A little drink or something like that, first and foremost. You know what I mean? Boom. My question to you is simple. When they make your drink, whatever it is you order, go ahead and order your drink. What is it?
Most of the time, I'm like, when I'm out, I just drink a sangria nowadays, red sangria.
Okay.
So it's
But
just
if you was getting a different drink besides, because
Hennessy-
sangria is a
Hennessy and Coke.
okay, Hennessy and Coke. Bingo. Let's go right there.
Right.
My question to you is very simple. When the guy makes a Hennessy and Coke, puts the straw in it, do you use the straw? Do you drink through the straw? Or do you use the straw to mix around?
So, the last time I had a Hennessy and Coke, probably about Thursday. Shout out to my boy. I ain't gonna say what he, but you know where I was at.
Yeah.
He, my homie, he made the drink for me.
Got you.
E, grab your own straw, man.
Okay.
So I used it.
Okay. I have to do this. Because
Yeah.
this is what, because I feel like, you know what I mean, it's nasty.
Yeah.
If you take that same straw that
That
they
they
put in
touched.
there,
Yeah.
if they touched, and
Yeah,
you
but
go
I'm
ahead
sure
and you
I've
drink
done
out of
it.
it. I've done it.
Yeah, I'm sure.
This is truth out. This is truth out.
I'm sure I've done it. I've done it.
We're not doing it anymore. Stop drinking through that straw, y'all.
So
I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
you gonna keep
Because-
straws in your pocket?
Yeah. No, I'm just going. See, first though, you're supposed to take that straw with this finger right here, move it to the side,
And sip.
and actually sip your drink.
No,
Because the
no,
straw is for a stir.
Once they put it in there, stir and throw it.
You don't use.
Don't even leave
exactly.
it in there.
Because I mean, think about how many times you done seen people that had too much to drink and they doing it. They trying to get that straw,
Well, that's the little one though. If they give you the little red straw,
the little red straw.
yeah.
Yeah,
Everybody
well, ain't
else.
no big straw in there, right? Oh,
No,
you
no,
talking
no.
about like if you got a
so,
long
So
island
if I
or
get like a long out,
Yeah.
I've had Hennessy's and Cokes that's big like that. They would rip the bottom and keep their hand on the paper.
We're okay.
And drop off.
We're okay. That's not
Yeah,
the same what I'm
that's not
talking
the same
about.
thing.
I'm talking that little red one.
That's a
Because
stir
back in the
anyway.
day, they had the one that was like a cross. It wasn't even a straw. It was just a stir.
Showing your age.
So it was just a stir. You know what I mean? It was a
Like
stir.
almost like a coffee stir.
Right. And so you automatically knew you couldn't drink through that. Now I think this might get a little weird, a little sexist. I think the ladies can get it off. It's still nasty, but I think they can get it off a little bit because the lady, you know what I mean, they can sip it, a little strong. It's a little bit different.
You know what it is? You know, most people use. I'm not gonna go there.
When else are you going to go there?
Nah, I'm not gonna go there. I'm just not gonna go there at all.
When some people zip the straw, go ahead, please. Don't do that.
They used to have a spoon too. And you know what they used to do with the spoon, the lighter?
No, no. Why would you say I know? It's known. I don't know. It's publicly known. It ain't just that.
See, that's what I mean.
Yeah.
Like, for example,
Yeah.
going back to what we talking about.
Yeah, dude.
When I first learned how the
that crazy?
spoon was,
Yeah.
Don Cheadle was Earl Manigault. And he used that spoon.
Yeah.
Don Cheadle was he's a great actor.
Yeah.
But
Stop was.
But
You
he
know,
is.
he's
But
still-
what I'm saying
yeah.
is, what makes them a person an A-list actor
Yes.
is not their ability. It's what it does in the box office.
Yeah.
It gotta be.
Yeah.
But nobody has more box office hits than a person like Will, Jamie,
Yeah.
and Denzel.
I mean, they dope.
Nah.
I mean, they dope. I think once again, when you get to a point when there are roles that are being, like, there's stories, there's scripts being written, and a person says, "I want Will to play this role.
Right.
I want Denzel to play this role." It's great. You know what I mean? You look at a person like Forrest Whitaker.
Oh yeah.
You look at a person like Different Time.
Right.
Different Time. What's my man name? Help me out.
The one. I don't know who you
The brother that played God before played
Morgan Freeman.
Morgan Freeman.
Yeah.
I ain't trying to disrespect him, but I'm just saying at the moment. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Boom, Morgan Freeman.
He was
Different face.
He was A-list
A-list.
at a time. Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
That
A-list.
now we talking about ability. It's a lot of people up there ability wise. You see what I'm saying? It's about and
I like how we did. We was talking about beef at one point.
yeah. No, because we talking
Still
about
good
greatness.
sense, all right.
Yeah.
Don't
But
matter.
what it
This
is
the Porch Podcast.
this is the Porch Podcast.
Right.
But when we talk about ability,
Right.
again, that's not what actually rates them as.
We
an
was
A-list
talking about that
actor.
too.
We
Right,
talking
we
about
just talking about how dope them brothers was,
Because-
even in their own right.
So here's the thing,
right.
because if Denzel turns the movie down, if Denzel turns the movie down, who do you think they go to next?
That's how you know. That right there. That right there is how you know, in my opinion.
Because who said, can't remember who it was, they said that they wish they would have took them. Who was that said they thought they turned down the Matrix? I think it was Will Smith.
Yeah, it wasn't Keanu Reeves first.
No. He was supposed to be Larry Fishburne, I think.
Yeah, well, oh, that's another one.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, we can do that all day.
But
But
because
we talking about-
again, it's
we
not
talking
it's
about
not off their
No,
ability.
we talking about the greatness of them.
Yeah, we're talking about the great.
We
The
talking about
great.
the greatness.
So
even the brothers that we were talking about early on that
they're
got the little
great.
disagreement,
They
it's
just
great.
don't get the right always get the right roles.
Or they don't always get to exceed the expectation of what we call great because they get typed or they get put into a certain box. Liam Neeson, how you say his name? Liam
Neeson, yeah.
like
Liam Neeson.
that was part of what.
Little Neeson. Little Neeson.
Yeah, do his name.
Little buddy. Yeah, but the Taken dude.
Taken dude.
Yeah,
Let's
that's
go with
good.
that.
Yeah.
Taken dude. I'm sorry, man.
But just like Leslie,
like him.
Leslie Nielsen, you knew that was going to be Naked Guns was going to be retarded back in the
Right.
day. Loved
But
him,
he
though.
killed it, though.
But I loved
But
him.
like
Yeah.
OJ was in that.
Yeah,
They killed it.
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You just said a good thing, though. You said a lot of good things. I mean, the one you just said, though, was really nice. When you was like, yo, if Denzel doesn't play the role, okay, it's like Denzel said, nah. They almost got to go back to the writer's table a little bit different.
They have to.
We got to make this somebody else.
Well, first
It's
of all,
different.
when they write a script's a certain way, but that actor makes it become the character. Because that's what that is.
That's what Cat did.
Yeah.
That's what Cat Williams did for Money Mike.
Yes.
Because somebody else said it was going Ricky Smiley said
Yes.
he was going to be. I'm sorry, Ricky.
Yeah.
I
didn't
no
see it,
disrespect to
I
you
just
because
don't
I
see
think
it.
you funny and everything.
but I just didn't see it.
No.
Yeah.
Cat Williams was Money Mike.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? And there's no question. And they had their little back and forth about it before.
But
But
see,
yeah, I think all these people are great.
and
man.
then
They
you
all
turn
do.
around, you look at a person like Ice Cube,
Yeah.
who was smart. See, Cube knew a long time ago, I'm not gonna rap forever, even though they look at me as one of the greatest rappers of all time. It's gonna get to a point where I'm not gonna rap forever, but I want to be in entertainment forever. If you look at outside of Boys in the Hood, everything else Cube was in was Cube Vision. He made his own movies.
Yeah.
And helped birth stars.
Yeah.
You understand what I'm saying?
Got it.
He knew exactly what he was doing. He wrote what he wanted to do. Now, if you sit back and think about almost every movie where you think of Ice Cube the rapper,
Right.
and you see Doughboy,
Right.
that's the rapper,
That's right.
right?
Right.
But when you look at Cube Vision,
Yeah.
you ain't never think of Cube making an RE there yet.
No.
You ain't never think
No.
of Cube. You see him
No,
being a
yeah.
football coach.
Yeah, I like when people
First
don't allow
Sunday.
themselves to be put in the box.
Yes.
Yeah. I like when
Yes,
they, I like
and
when they
that's-
keep that open like that.
And
yeah.
when they do that, that's pretty much what they were saying that that 50, when he created these films, that he helps out other, because 50 will play in a couple different things, but 50 only do a couple roles. He don't want to. He said a long time ago, I don't want to stay in a movie. He told them. He really made this statement in an interview before that Courtney Kemp wanted to kill Ghost when they killed him. They wanted to kill Amari back then, and he said, "No, kill me. Kill me off. Like, no, you can't kill. Don't kill Amari right now. He's gonna kill me off right now. So that way I could go do something else."
Yeah, and plus, I think that, and
They said that was a personal thing though. It wasn't for the story. It was
and that was crazy.
Yeah.
You talk about ghosts, and then the mic start moving by
the
itself.
Wire did.
Yeah. My thing is, every one of these people earned everything that they have.
Right.
And so, like I said, at this point, you just want to continue to make sure that our stars, our talented brothers and sisters,
Mm-hmm.
always be remembered for those things first.
Yes.
Yeah, they're gonna have entertaining moments, disagreements,
Right.
whatever you may call
They're
it.
human.
They're human.
Right.
But at the end of the day, I think that what we see with a lot of these people is their ability to be able to take a moment like that and still make it entertaining.
Right.
Right? Like, I'm trying to remember me and you was talking about the other day, bro. I had it. Now, it's slipping my mind at the moment, but me and you was talking about, oh my goodness. It was something in regards to this. It was something in regards to this. I'm quite sure, it'll come back to me.
Well, I have to because I don't know what you're talking.
Yeah, nah, it was in alignment with like us recognizing like what we've been talking about, like how talented and dope these people are, the people are. We go through a lot of it, but at the end of the day, one thing that we have to admit is that we can't miss their greatness. But
No.
It was funny because we're funny by nature. I can't remember the person who said it. This is what I wanted to bring up. The person who said it was,
What did they say?
I gotta up my petty. I gotta get my petty up.
Charlamagne. He said that because of what Cam did to Omar Good.
And when he said it, it was funny,
Yeah.
right? It was funny because you understood that he was still recognizing that even the antics
Yeah.
are entertaining,
Yeah.
right? And I think that when you could take a moment and make it where it's something that's like that, funny and entertaining, you've exceeded any expectation that they ever think they could
I
do.
could do that type of stuff. I just ain't got the bread to do what Cam did. But that type of shit, listen. If I was a petty person, you wouldn't
Yeah.
even know it was coming from me. Certain things.
Like they say, like the KOP, that's
Yeah.
the king of petty.
Yeah.
The KOP probably 50.
Yeah. Oh yeah. Yeah. I meant to go look on his page to see if he was saying anything about it. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
You know? But
I'm sure. I'm sure if he didn't say it, the fact that you even said that,
yeah.
that's what gives him that crown. Is the fact that the person would sit back and say, I wonder what Fifth think about this.
Like, for example, speaking of which, BMF season finale just happened. Since we're speaking on 50 Cent. And Force doesn't come on until usually anything that 50 produces, especially when everything that comes on Stars, when one is ending,
Right.
another one starts right up.
That's right. That's right.
Force doesn't start again until November the 7th. They finally put a date out. It's
Right.
November 7th.
Right.
So we about to have this gap.
Mm-hmm.
But I then realized that he's now doing the BMF documentary from
Southwest T.
Southwest T's
Mhm.
point of view.
Mm-hmm.
Question is this. Do you think, I wonder if T and Meech do they really still not mess with each other? Or is it good for TV because they are hustlers?
Well, I think, personally, they got to be careful how they mess with each other anyway.
Yeah.
Just because of the fact of, like, because I think it's certain stipulations, bro, when you
Oh no, you
in
can't
prison and stuff,
ain't
you
supposed to
can't
talk to
be
them.
affiliated with certain.
Yeah.
So I think that there's certain boundaries they got to honor just on the strength of the legal system.
Right.
I think if nothing else, it's already been proven that they love is real.
Yeah.
And no matter what, you know what I mean. Maybe there are some things that I'm quite sure there's things that transpired in that underworld business situation that still, to this day hasn't totally fractured, I think, their relationship.
I don't think their relationship ever I think they were just frustrated, sibling frustration with that. But I don't think they ever wanted harm to either one.
I mean,
of
they
each other.
was young,
Yeah.
right? And everything that's being portrayed in this show, you know, obviously there's a lot of theatrics that go into it, but
Right.
there's some real life stuff that even the theatrics that you look at make you go like, wow, they were surviving all of these different things.
Yeah, like I don't know how
Right.
deep it was.
So
in
some things are
Mexico.
questionable, but
Yeah.
like you saying, in terms of your question was more about like them per se, their relationship.
Is it more so? Is it a hustle? Because I know how 50 move. Is it a hustle? Is it But you just made a point, and that kind of makes everything valid. What you said, I forgot. It's certain. First of all, they both were released early, so they can't.
That's probably part of the situation.
Yeah, they probably can't have internet. No, I know
interaction.
people like that in real life.
Of course,
Yeah,
because that part's real.
Yeah, that
the
part's
legal
real.
side of
Yeah,
it.
yeah. So
Okay,
so that
like, you know,
now you
but-
answer my question. Yeah.
What?
Mhm.
B. Mickey's alive in real life.
Speaking of Derek Meeks, aka B Mickey from the show, you know what I mean? And
Now,
even
what
on,
he got going on? Now he wants to what?
he
What
wants
wanna
to sue because he said, "I'm still alive. I'm still alive."
So,
Bitch, they ain't kill
so
me.
I ain't trying to be funny, but you know what I mean? Petty, right?
This is
Petty.
this
That's
is
the name. K.O.P.
yeah. Listen. What I'm gonna say like this.
Yeah.
I'm gonna say like this about him. He was on Vlad, and he was letting it be known that was him.
Yeah.
If you watch the real documentary and you watch the show,
Yep.
then you already know that Derek Meeks is B Mickey.
Right.
Because when they was what they was in the beginning, the 50 Boys or whatever they was,
Yep.
it started with those three.
Yes.
When you look at the original picture, it's those three.
Yeah.
So you know that. But the funny thing about it is at the same time, it's the way they got him portrayed on the show,
Yeah.
how he's acting right now kind of fits the bill.
It makes sense.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Look how he
They might have told him to feel like this. Eh? I ain't trying to be funny,
Nah,
but
because-
he been low all this time.
Because, bro, listen what I'm saying though. Your name is they call him D Meeks in
Yeah.
real life,
Yeah.
but his Instagram name is the real B Mickey. Like what the? What is going on? And it's not a shot, sir. It's not.
That's not
It's not. We got to be the fact. We got to be careful.
Yeah. Why?
Because you might want to sue us next.
Oh
We
man,
ain't got shit.
please, man. My thing is, who we gonna sue me at?
Yeah.
Who gonna sue us? That's B Mickey or D Meeks?
Yeah. Because he
We ain't doing nothing but talking about the situation anyway.
Hey, no, one of
reality
the funniest things I've seen though.
Yeah, what you say?
Because you see on the episode before when B Mickey had killed Laz,
Mm-hmm.
somebody put up, y'all ain't gonna tell me that young Ronnie DeVoe slimed that young Bobby Brown on the because they was on the New Edition story,
Yeah.
and the dude B Mickey was DeVoe, and Laz was Bobby Brown.
Well,
Yo,
who said this part though? Who said this part? Was it T that was like, or was it they cousin, they people that came back through and was like, yeah, I heard he shot him in the mouth.
yeah,
He was ratting.
yeah,
Like that's just where he hit him at. Like that ain't.
but it was the truth.
Yeah, but I can't. You gotta make that make
TV,
that sense like
please,
that,
for
man.
TV, it
I
sound
tuned
good.
in. I tuned
That
in.
sound
It
good.
worked. I tuned in.
Right.
I watched it.
Yeah, speaking of TV, when I said that, I've been able to sit back and chill. Let me tell you, man. And I know you watched it, and I never really sat back.
Right.
Because, we watch all art, but I've been binge watching All the Queen's Men. I never really watched it.
That's a good show.
I never knew it was that
It's a
good.
good show. But madam, yeah, absolutely.
And shout out to Christian Keys who created it.
No question.
He puts himself, he wrote the book.
His story is deep.
He wrote the book. I never heard about his story.
Yeah.
Yeah, I gotta look at
I
that.
won't do
maybe.
that.
Yeah, then maybe we
Look it
research
up.
that later. I'll look it up. But Tyler Perry's executive producer, but he wrote all of that.
Yeah.
But here's the thing: they got this little thing going good because
Mm-hmm.
in the beginning of that, it's always based on a book called Ladies' Night,
Yep.
written by Christian Keys.
Yep.
So then he turned it into a film. But guess who presented it? Carl Weber, who's the same person who got
Killing it.
what's the name?
Killing it. Family business.
Right.
Yeah, both of them.
So I say all this to say this because we started off the show talking about Omar Gooden Jr. shit. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And Cam was actually explaining to 50 how like for roles, because we remember when Monique and Taraji was all speaking on how black women wasn't getting paid.
Yeah.
But certain black actors, and we talk about A-list and B-list and all this, but we got to do and I said Q, we almost got to do our own films to give people shots. Because
we do.
a lot of these people, bro, when you look at some of these films, I don't know if it's Family Business. I think it might be Family Business, the new one, New Orleans.
Mm-hmm.
One of the dudes, I could be mixing up the shows, but one of the dudes that played like security, he was doing a lot of Facebook videos as comedy. You see what I'm saying?
Yeah, you talking about what's his name?
The big dude.
Yeah, he's in New Orleans.
New Orleans, right?
Yeah,
Because
yeah,
I think I might have just
yeah.
been walking past the TV because my wife be watching everything. And
Oh
I
yeah.
and I don't be mixing
what's
up
the
the
name?
shows.
What's the name? Security.
Yeah.
Boy from my lottery ticket.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah, he's security in the job.
So
that's
who
my
from Lottery Ticket? Yeah, what's his name?
They play Martin's son in Big Mama's house and all that
I
stuff.
forgot his name. Right, but
That was dope though. I mean, I don't know if you watched it. That was tough.
No,
too.
I seen some episodes because
Okay,
David
cool.
Banner doing a great fucking job. Yeah, he can. David Banner can act, man.
Yeah,
You know what I mean?
Didn't see that coming.
Yeah. No, I've seen David Banner in other little things before, and he always
I'm
plays.
saying
his
at the
role.
beginning.
But
I'm not saying that he can't, but I'm just saying when he first met David Banner,
Yeah.
you can't always pick out which one. Oh, he's gonna be an actor next. Like sometimes they rappers or producers, and that's what they are.
He spoke. I seen him in this interview. I don't know how old it is, but I just seen the video, so it was new to me. He said when he said if anybody in hip hop should be a part of Fortune 500, it should be 50. He said when he was on tour with 50, he said, I'm not trying to be up under you and just ask you a million questions. If you mind if I hang around you, just be a fly in the wall and just observe.
Of
And
course.
50 said, cool. And he said the one thing he noticed about 50, he ain't drink, he ain't smoke.
Yeah.
All he did was focus in on his craft and work out. And he said just keeping that clarity in his mind is why he's where he's at today.
Oh,
You know what I mean?
a lot of times, bruh, and that's why I say, like, everybody got their own way of kind of acquiring certain knowledges, right? And, you know, you got yours, I got mines. It's the same way that other things happen. Like you said, it was about the opportunity in that situation, right? I just want to be around. I just want to be in the mix. I just want to see how things work. Because that's clarity, being around the situation. It's like a person who learns how to do anything else, swim, drive. And, you know, some people are better at, you know, watching other people doing it and then realizing, oh, okay, this is the mechanics of what it is it takes to do it. Whatever. This is how some of these people who were once actors become, you know, executive producers and, you know, and directors and all that kind of stuff. Because if you take direction long enough, eventually you can give direction.
Mm-hmm.
This makes sense, right? Like we was kids before we was an adult, before we was parents. We had to learn how to listen to our parents before we could start delivering message to our kids to listen to us. That's how life works. So a lot of that stuff, when we seeing people be smart now. I think what we seeing now is people understanding that, okay, if us arguing, just using it from our culture perspective, is going to entertain people, then let's use it to our advantage and take a person who could benefit from it and put them in it. Because there's certain levels of beef before you should look at him and be like, why would this guy entertain this guy? He's at this level, this person's at this level.
Yeah, I didn't understand this one.
But sometimes that's that person that's up there looking out saying, look, I'm going to elevate you because unfortunately this world that we live in, negative attention sells and it draws things. So now if you turn around, you got a situation with Cam and Omar Gooding. The next movie that Omar Gooding is in, you're going to want to see it now because you want to see if he really can act or was Cam just really, you understand what I'm saying? We've become intelligent enough to know that since, you know, Petty seems to be.
I don't think he need to keep rapping, though. He made like 4 songs.
No.
Yeah.
But also because of the fact that you know that he's more known for the other thing. Well, let me show you a side that I look clowny or funny or don't really belong in this arena.
Right.
Because I'd rather be over here in this arena where I'm out of place and I'm the oddball in this arena, but you're looking at me odd, but you're still looking at me.
And not saying he had some lines and shit in there.
It's
but,
not about
But it's not about that. What it
Yeah.
is let's just use, for example, if it is a rap beef because you want to turn around and talk. If you look at Omar Gooding's videos, he telling Cam to get in the booth and all this type of stuff. But when in a rap beef, when a person doesn't respond to you, it's nothing else to talk about. It's not worth it.
Yeah.
You know
we
what I
live in
mean?
an era where name dropping is an old thing.
Yeah.
So what we're seeing now is just a newer form of name dropping.
Yeah.
The person who gains the most from it, generally speaking, is the name that's the least. Sometimes we got to remember that when we elevate each other, we got to use the influence mind in a different way, right? We already admitted that
That's crazy.
ain't that crazy?
No, I'm just thinking about something. I'll let you finish saying.
But you got to think from the perspective that if Cuba Gooding Jr. was the more popular Gooding that we knew in terms of the acting world, now you look at a situation where you got a person that seems totally out of place. When you look at it, you say to yourself, in what arena do Omar Gooding and Cam actually wind up in the same place at the same time? And no one looks at that part of it because it's entertaining to look at the beef, right? So if me and you, I'm at this level and I'm like, I want to get my brother here, I may turn around and say to you, E, I'm going to say this. Let's find a way to get that back out there so that you draw some more traction.
Mm-hmm.
I think we're seeing some of that.
Yeah.
I think we're seeing some of
Absolutely, because like I'm saying, you make 4 diss songs, and you're not known to be a rapper,
that. And I haven't heard one.
right? You make
Because I'm not even, I don't take it serious enough to even go and listen
I've
to it.
heard I've only
You know what I
heard
mean?
snippets from them. I didn't. First of all, 3 of them was out,
Yeah.
and I didn't know about one of them until the day the movie shit was coming out.
Wow.
And he been doing this since like January,
Right.
right?
Right.
And then the only reason why I know the 4th one just came out is because once I went to his page, going back and forth, look at now they're in my algorithm on my Instagram.
Right.
But I you know what I'm saying? I heard little people, but it ain't like it's not because that's not what you expect him to do. First of all, you know, but sitting back just looking at the whole thing when I just said, damn, like that. It's like when you made the statement that Jamie played Ray, Will played Muhammad Ali, and Denzel played Malcolm X. But not only did he play Malcolm X, he played Frank Lucas.
Yeah.
So he went from
Yeah.
here
Yeah.
to here.
Yeah.
You see what I'm saying?
Yeah.
He played,
Yeah.
Lonzo.
He didn't even say Wesley Snipes. He played Nino Brown,
yeah.
Blade.
But
he was all of them.
but Wesley Snipes never, because we're not talking about ability, never was considered A because his movies never really sold that way. He's not B.
Mm-hmm.
We're talking talent. He was he was great at acting.
Mm-hmm. Now, do we do that with Caucasian actors?
Yes. A-list, B-list, yes. Yeah. Because it's not about their ability, it's about how it sells.
So who are your top 3 A-list actors? That's Caucasian.
That's Caucasian.
Males, actors.
Okay, Tom Cruise.
Okay.
Tom Cruise was one. What was the other?
I say Harrison Ford.
Harrison Ford. And Nicolas Cage was
Nick
another
Cage.
one.
Nick Cage.
You know what I mean?
So let's go with those 3.
Yeah. Their movie sold. That's what makes them A-list. That's all I'm saying.
Right.
Because that's all that's about. But I'm not
Right.
talking about ability. I'm talking about, if we talk about ability, it's a lot of great black and white actors.
Right. So we are in a time now where what creates you to be ranked on the A-list is how many tickets you can sell. I get that part.
That's always been that, yeah.
I'm not against any of that.
Mm-hmm.
Once again, I think that the
Let's-
point that I was making. Go ahead, my bad.
Let's change the list. Don't call it A-list. If we don't call it
Well, no,
A-list,
I'm-
B-list,
I'm fine.
and we just going off ability, then those lists get a lot longer.
I'm fine with it because you need multiple categories to do that.
Right,
Yes,
yeah.
there are certain people that because remember we talked about it. I think they write scripts for certain people. Yes.
Right.
So I think it does exist for that because they know that this person is going to sell a lot of tickets by being this role. Absolutely, I don't have no problem with it. I think that I like more or less right now. The thing that I'm noticing is because we talked about it earlier. There's a difference between beef now and beef then.
Yeah.
Beef now can benefit.
Right.
And I'm not suggesting that people go out there and find somebody
yeah.
to beef with.
Yeah.
But what I'm saying is
Yeah,
I
of
think that
course.
we've found out at this point that some attention is better than no
Well,
attention.
because that's the world we live in. But still talking about, like we said, the true honor what makes you let's just go away from this legendary in the acting world.
Okay.
It's just like it is in anything else. Everything has a chapter of greatness. You have the NFL Hall of Fame, you have the Major League Hall of Fame, the NBA Hall of Fame, and in Hollywood you have the Walk of Fame.
Right.
And shout out to, I can't think of his name.
Just came from Seeing the Stars.
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
So if you walk down the Walk of Fame,
Yeah.
you'll see a lot of people on the Walk of Fame that you say, and that's just focus on actors because it's musicians on the Walk of Fame.
Well, it's broken down.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. When you focus on that, you'll see a lot of people that may not never been listed as an A-list actor,
Right.
but it doesn't take away from their ability. For example, Colonel from Different World just got his star. He's been acting for a long time. I'm sure, Larry Fishburne might have a star out there. You know what I mean? So I'm not, when I say this, and when I talk about
Tyler Perry has a star out there.
right, this is what I'm saying. When I'm talking about A-list again, but he's a person who produces all his own stuff.
But I doubt if he's out there for production side. I think he's. I mean, it could be.
He's
I
out
don't
there.
know.
No, your Walk of Fame,
It could be.
All right, so let me ask you this: do you know how they accumulate the NBA Hall of Fame? It goes your whole entire basketball career, high school and everything.
Right.
It goes from that, or whenever you started in that level, all the way up, where they start to pay attention to you. Like like right now, they'll tell you the number one ranked high school basketball player in the league.
Yeah.
I mean, in the nation, all that matters when the NBA. So it has a lot to do with his production because it's his whole accumulated entertainment career. That's why you have musicians and you have
I'm
actors.
not saying it doesn't.
Yeah,
I'm not saying
but
it
what I'm
doesn't.
saying is when again from the Hollywood standpoint, we were talking about A-list and B-list. It truly goes off the sales of it.
Absolutely. But I think it's a difference between what gets what gets attention and what gets recognition.
Oh, actually,
And it
in the
sounds
beef
very
situation,
similar.
yeah.
I'm just saying in general, even
Yeah.
with Tyler, like we knew him for being Medea. That's how we were introduced to him. Then we saw him take on other roles, and then all of a sudden create other things and become a producer, and then turn into a person who owns his own production studio. He built his way up to those things, but we there's a difference between the attention.
I wanted to try to visit it, but you can't. Like, that's not that easy.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And I understand it, and it should be that way. And not to be funny, because I know that we want to see things. It's just by nature, we're curious. We want to see things.
Right.
But then there's also that reality that you do have to safeguard some things. But I think that at the end of the day, the greatness that's inside of each one of these people that we're talking about, every one of them earned their respective places in where they are.
Right.
And because of that, I think that even where we currently stand right now, if it seems like they're beefing, arguing, or being petty, they've earned the right to be able to do that.
Right.
As crazy as that sounds, but they earned the right to defend themselves. To feel like, yo, I want to do this. I want to make rap songs when I'm not really a rapper. I want to do that. Mello did the same thing. Him and Cam had a moment with that situation. You know, I think that what we've discovered, and we're now utilizing as a tool, is the ability to turn the thing that has been more entertaining, even though it appears to be negative, and saying, I'm going to shine the light on this situation and get you some attention because everything else is seeming like it's trying to keep you in the dark.
Just to give a definition before we get into questions, if you don't mind.
I got some.
I Googled what makes an A-list actor.
Mm-hmm.
An A-list actor is essentially a major movie star who is highly sought after, a well-known, and can significantly impact a film's box office success. They are often household names, have a large and developed fan base, and are able to get projects greenlit simply by agreeing to participate.
Yep.
So that's what makes
Defines A-list.
Yeah, that's what defines A-list.
I got it.
That's why I was saying what I was saying.
Yeah.
It's not taking anything from
Not
anybody's ability.
talentless,
Yeah.
A-list.
A-list. We're
That
not taking
means
it
that
from their ability.
Which basically means that these are the first people that we're going.
That's why a person like
And that's
Kevin
why I say
Hart
that.
ended up on the A-list. Eddie Murphy in his career ended up on the A-list because they be like, Kevin Hart got a new movie coming out.
Right. And I
So
understand
what?
that, but once again, like I said, talent is talent.
Talent is talent. Yeah, we were talking, yeah.
That list situation, like you said, you just gave it a definition.
Mm-hmm.
But talent is talent. Don't be misconstrued by
Right.
some of the things that you see, some of these different petty moments and stuff like that. Even petty moments, you got to remember.
Right.
the actors, the talented.
Yeah, and you gotta
You got to understand that there's always a reason by anything that they do.
and you also gotta remember, even in this specific one that we were speaking on with Cam and Omar Gooding,
Right.
Cam was giving him his flowers,
Right.
saying that he's a good actor.
Most
He
people
should
miss
do
that.
more.
Most people miss that.
You understand what I'm saying?
Most people miss that because they rather see controversy
Right.
than flowers.
But
But we're gonna get into some questions.
yeah, question, yeah.
This or that.
Welcome to another episode of This or That, where P's going to ask me some questions. It's either going to be this, or it's going to be that. We're going to get back. I think. I know.
Without further ado, we're gonna get right on into it, man. Listen, bruh. Are you a glass half full or half empty person?
Full.
Okay. Want to elaborate a little bit on it?
Glass half full is just like optimistic, pessimistic people. I'm very optimistic. I'm not going to quit because I still got half of it left. I can get the rest of it to make it full. So that's where that all comes from. I talk about that with people all the time. It's some people like, oh my God, we're running out. Oh my God, what are we going to do next? I'm going to say, oh no, we good. We still got half of it here. I could use this, hustle this up to get it to full. So I'm a glass half full person.
Like it. Glass
Always
half full.
been. Always
well,
been.
because my perspective is this:
Mm-hmm.
if I want to go from good to great, I got to leave room.
Mm-hmm.
So if my glass is totally full, there's no room for greatness.
Right.
If I'm good,
Right.
but if it's half full, then I left room for greatness.
But this is also funny that we use the glass as an analogy.
Right.
You know, even in the world of religion, when you're living life in a full of abundance, what do they say? It's overflowing.
Yeah.
See
Yeah.
what I'm
So
saying?
which is great, which you want to get to.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
so you want to
so-
get the overflow.
But
So-
yeah, but that's why
But
I'm
you can't.
definitely-
You're not gonna get like that with the mind state of thinking that it's over.
Yeah, because you can have your glass can be totally full, but it can be full with things that's preventing you from being great.
Right.
Everything goes back to greatness. So it's like
Right.
if you got a glass full of everybody else's things, your situations, your challenges, your different things, and you got everybody else's in there as well, you have no room to be the better you that may totally fix all of these other things.
So that's what definitely makes us optimistic, because once you move their stuff out,
oh, no question.
then half the glass is
Like you said,
full
and
still
that's
in
if you
the
can.
rest of it.
Some
Yes, if you
some
can.
circumstances in life,
yeah.
you don't have that ability. Sometimes you
Exactly.
got to deal with everybody else's stuff. So I definitely believe in the half full situation as well. When it comes to certain things in life, I mean, you've kind of had this conversation before. Just apply it to whatever you want to apply it to. Are you more of a sort by price or sort by rating person?
What do you mean exactly? What are we sorting? Anything? A product?
It can be a product. It can be a destination. It could be. It's more to me of a value
yeah. It's,
over price thing.
it's just what it means to me. So one's rating may not be
Your rating.
by rating,
Right.
and if I can afford the price, then it's okay.
Right.
It's not if I can't afford it. It's not that I don't want it. I'm not shooting it down because of the price. I respect their price is their price. You can't be in business and you give your own prices and say, man, that shit ain't worth that. Even though we may feel like it
Yeah.
for certain things, but your price
And you
is your
could do
price.
that.
Yeah, you can.
And you can do that.
Right.
You know what I mean?
You know, you could technically
Yeah.
definitely do it. So it's more so of what the value is to me, like you said. So sort by, I can't pick neither one of them because
I understand
Yeah.
you. Actually, bro,
Yeah.
in that particular question,
right,
your answer is even better
right.
than
I
the
get it.
options, and I get it. It's what it means to
It's
you.
the value of it. Yeah,
You know
it's
what I
about
mean?
the value. That's
So
all.
for me, because you said something,
So I think
earlier-
it should be: is it about the value or the price?
Well, unfortunately, that's
yeah,
you
but
know,
the value
We can
would be
help you
value.
guys write it. You know what I mean? That is definitely a better question. So answer that one.
value.
Okay.
What it is, what it means to me. And
We've had conversations in the past where we'll look at price and say, I'm fine with that.
yeah,
I'm fine with that.
Yeah.
I've come to grips with it's going to cost me something,
mm-hmm.
and that price that it's going to cost
because
me, I'm totally fine.
we don't
with
mind preparing.
it. And we understand
Right.
that if the outcome that I'm looking for is at the other end of that price,
It don't matter.
I'm comfortable
priceless.
with it. Exactly. I'm comfortable with it as long as you can afford the situation.
Right.
You know, Okay. Now, I know I've asked you this possibly before, but I'll ask you again since the conversation has been what it's been tonight. Comedian in a serious film or serious actor in a comedy film?
I like comedian in a serious film
Okay.
because both, don't get it wrong,
Mhm.
both roles are going to be a standout because they're going to be the opposite of what we're looking at.
Okay.
But an actor in a comedy, everybody in a comedy ain't going to be silly. So that's a more common thing. But like, for example, like when Eddie Murphy's role on Dreamgirls,
Okay.
or Jamie Foxx in anything after shit like Woo and all that, when he was really like Unbinding Citizen. Jamie Foxx in that. You know what I mean?
I understand.
Jamie Foxx and Ray. Jamie Foxx in
The list goes on.
you understand what I'm saying? Like
Absolutely. Nailed
you
it.
seen like what he really was.
Absolutely. Absolutely.
You know?
Absolutely.
So
I would want to be the person that when you thought about a role, you thought about me.
right. And that's why I
I
told
will
you.
always want to be that person that you know what, I need P for this.
Right. And because
You know
when
what
you
I mean?
sit back and you look at why he got Ray.
Yeah.
He got Ray because he was known for his interpretations.
Right.
But when he played it, you was like, no, this man is more than an interpreter. He's an actor.
Yeah. No.
Yeah. So
All right, so question, you know what I mean? You get tickets. Or you get an opportunity to win tickets to either or.
you get an opportunity to win tickets to either or.
Okay. Either to a play
Mhm.
or to a they refer to it as a stand-up show, which I'm gonna believe is comedy. So I'm just gonna put that in there. So a play or comedy. You don't know the actors. I mean, you don't know the people in the play, and you don't know the person that's on stand-up.
Do I at least know what the play is about?
If that helps the question, see, I think that kind of
I gotta go with
cheats
stand.
it.
I gotta go with stand up then.
So
I gotta go with stand-up.
I'm
I
gonna
have
tell
to.
you why I say stand-up.
I have to.
I'm gonna say stand-up, and I'm gonna tell you why I say that.
Mhm.
Because I believe that comedy is, what do they call it, subjective, right?
Yeah.
The play is what the play is,
Right.
right? There is no other than like whatever it is. It could be Cats, bro. It could be, you know. I seen a couple plays when I was on the cruise ship, and they were okay. I'm not a play dude.
Yeah.
My family is.
Yeah.
They go to Manhattan. They enjoy
Certain
it.
plays I would like.
It's cool. You know what I mean? I saw The Lion King in New York. I see.
I
seen
wanna
certain
see- I
plays,
wanna
Raisin
see-
in the Sun, or what's the
might
name of
be
the
nice.
joint? What's the name of the joint? I forget the name of it. It's the name. If I said it, you'd be like, "Yo, that's a popular joint." Yeah, I think they're good. I like comedy because I like what comedy does.
I like to like for example, when they turned New Jack City into a play, I wanted to see it.
Chicago. That was the name of the play.
Okay.
I had to think of the name
Chicago.
of it.
That's a musical.
It is.
Yeah.
It is.
Yeah,
Which was kind of.
Yeah, I'm not a big musical.
I'm not.
The
I
only-
watched Wicked the other day on a cruise ship. The entire thing. Enjoyed it. Not gonna do that.
Two musicals that I'd probably be okay with. Okay. School Days.
Are you serious?
All right. School Days
Okay.
and Little Shop Horrors. Everything
Okay.
else, I don't give
What
a
about
damn.
Grease?
It's all right.
Okay, so you said two. Yeah, I'm not
Yeah,
gonna do
those
that.
are my two. I watched Grease too. But truthfully, what I was saying, like we said, comedy, because jokes are jokes. I like to laugh. But plays, you know, like I did want to see, and I never got a chance to get around to it. It was just out this year, the end of this year, end of last year or this year, when Alicia Keys had Hell's Kitchen. I wanted to see that.
See?
wanted
Now,
to
if
see
I
that.
put that in the conversation,
if I know what the play is, I'm cool.
right? I didn't think about that at the time.
That's why I
I'm saying
said.
when I asked you a
That's
question.
why I said.
I didn't think about that.
Yeah.
But if I present that,
Yeah.
you may think differently. You may go
Because
the other way.
if you turn
Because you're
around,
interested.
yeah, you turn around and give me a play that I just don't like. I'm not a big, even though that even probably a musical.
Yeah.
I love her voice.
Yeah.
It's a difference.
I got you. Two more questions.
Mhm.
We'll get up out of this. All right. So you're gonna be an actor. Concept we've been talking about all night. Reality TV show or documentary series.
Documentary series. I enjoy documentaries. Period.
Yeah.
I like them better than reality TV. It's not that I'm against reality TV.
No.
Because there's certain shows that reality. Like I don't watch.
If it's reality.
Yeah, well, yeah, but we're not going to go there because we always feel like it's a real twist.
That was where I was going with it.
And it's
That's
funny.
all I had to say about it. If
fu-
it's reality.
It's funny because The Biggest Loser
Yes.
has a documentary out right now, and
Yeah.
I never watched the show.
It's called Fit for TV.
Yeah, I started watching
yeah.
it, but I started watching the documentary last night.
Peach and Link was watching it. Yeah.
Yeah, I started watching it last night. It's only 3 episodes, but I
Oh
started.
yeah.
I started watching last night. I nodded out
Yeah.
because it was just the time for me to nod
Just
out.
what it was. Yeah.
But I'm okay, but that's why I said no. But I never really watched The Biggest Loser. But it is some reality TV show like Love and Marriage Huntsville. You know,
Yeah.
I like that.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But I don't really watch the Love and Marriage Detroit like that. You know what I mean?
Absolutely.
You see, the making of the band. I was big on that. You know, that shit back in the day with Diddy.
Absolutely.
You know what I mean? So stuff like that. But yeah.
All right. Well, last one. We'll make it not so serious on the situation, but gotta have one for lunch.
Here it is.
That's
Here it is.
a salad or a sandwich. See, it's not that bad.
Salads and sandwiches are pretty much the same thing.
No, they're not.
Depends. Me and D talk about it all the time. A hoagie ain't nothing but a salad with bread. Mayonnaise is considered dressing if you use it. Mustard is considered a form of dressing if you use it.
Next, you're gonna be talking about heaven ain't nothing but hell without
No.
the fire.
I'm not gonna never say no shit like that. Cause I ain't. We live like Raekwon said. We living in hell. So
Which one?
whatever I'm in the mood for. Had a sandwich today with the Jersey Mike's.
I don't feel like we can end it on that one.
No, we can't. Because I'm not going to say, yeah, I'll pick a salad all day. Because salad is always, here's my thing. I pick one. I'm going to pick one.
I would appreciate it.
I eat a,
'cause that's the premise behind
I eat
this
a
actual
sandwich.
concept.
I eat a sandwich and be satisfied. I eat a salad when I'm being health conscious, right? Even though everybody thinks just because it's a salad is healthy, and that's not necessarily true. But I eat a sandwich. I'm going to go with sandwich because I eat a sandwich and be satisfied. I like a salad before my meal. So I go sandwich.
Okay.
You?
You know what? I'm gonna do the salad joint, and I'm gonna tell you why.
Yeah, shit, that's what just.
I discovered certain foods that will help me, just health wise.
Oh yeah. Health all day.
So I'm a pick the salad because I can make that more geared towards it.
It's plenty days, bro.
You know what I mean, I enjoy both though.
No, it's plenty
You know what I mean?
days.
Saying, so-
I go to the supermarket, make me a salad.
Yeah.
It's plenty days. I do that a lot. So I'm not against it at all.
Okay. Last one. Speed or accuracy, man. It's not that. See, that's crazy. Because you thought.
No, I didn't.
You thought.
No, I didn't.
I was kidding.
It's just the way you said it.
No,
I didn't think you was talking about
That-
the actual speed. No, B.
You brought it up.
Nah,
I didn't even mention it.
Nah. You just when you rewatch this later, you watch how you do it. It's the way you do it. It said, all right, last one. Speed, the way you said it. Accuracy, though.
Are you staying away from speed for any reason?
No.
I know.
Because
you
just
never
because-
did stay
just
away
because-
from it.
just because
I know exactly.
I never
That's
did
it.
speed.
But you never stayed away from it.
I know what a speed
You said you
head
never
look
stayed-
like. I know what a speed head look like, though.
Accuracy.
Accuracy.
I agree with that.
Get it right the first time.
My man. Take us out. I like it. I like it. I like it.
That was another episode of This or That. I don't know what the fuck I did to my back tonight. Trying to massage my back on the pillow. Bring it back. Man, what episode number we at, P? This is
What? 210.
This is 210. Shout out to
210.
episode 210. This was episode 210
210.
of the Porch Podcast. Thank y'all for
Absolutely.
tuning in, man. Remember, you can hear all 210 episodes on your favorite podcast and streaming sites like iHeartRadio, Apple Podcasts, Google Podcasts, Stitcher, Amazon Music, Google. I said Google twice, right? Stitcher.
all right.
Said that twice. Red Circle. Anywhere you listen to your favorite podcast, P, tell them where they can see us.
Each and every week, right on our YouTube channel at the Porch Podcast. As we say each and every week, you could hit the subscribe button. We'll really appreciate it. You can hit that share button. We'd really appreciate it. You know what I mean? Make sure you tell a friend that your favorite podcast, the Porch Podcast, is live and entertaining.
Speed to the button and accurately hit it to subscribe.
Every time, man. As we say each and every week, man, once again, you could have been anywhere in the world, but you're here with us, and we appreciate you. Have a good one, y'all. Be safe out there, man, and understand the difference between whatever this beef thing is, petty conversations, man, or whatever it is, man. Recognize the talent and the ability. All right, y'all. Y'all be safe, be blessed. We see y'all on the next one. Peace, family.
Peace.
Who on the porch? Let's go.